Okay, we're going to demonstrate popping on one of the Spawn Halties using my little friend Toby here. Now, Toby is a 14-year-old Sheltie with one eye, as we can see, and he probably hasn't had a halter on since he was about 18 months old, so we'll see how we go with the little fella. Okay, so sit down, Papa. He also can't hear, so I have to use a little bit of using my hands with Toby, don't we? Okay. So the first thing to do with these halties is to make sure the dog doesn't fall off the table. Sit, good boy. Is to make sure that you've got the length about right. So with these you have to adjust them at the sides. You're not going to dive bomb off the table, sweetheart. Can you sit? Good boy. Okay. So once you've done that, see if we can just pop it over Toby's head. Good boy. And we'll just make sure we've got it right. I know. It's a funny thing, isn't it? That it fits around his neck and doesn't get caught in his fur. It's one of these things with these furry little doggies. Yep, that fits perfectly. Okay, good boy. You're doing really well. Yes, you are. Here, Lolly. Yeah, I know it's hard to get, isn't it? Okay, you're doing good, puppy. So, the object of these is to fit them, up close up behind their ears. Once again, without getting their fur stuck in them, if you've got a hairy dog. And that can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Sorry, bub. Good boy. Good boy. Click them on. Then, with this little nose piece, this is the bit that goes over their nose. So I would be getting lots of treats when you first start to get these out. One of the things that I ask my clients to do is actually to pop these on with treats. Oh, good boy. Is that treat stuck? You okay? And also to start popping them on when you're going to be feeding your dog, or when you're going to be giving your dog some attention, and that begins to get the dog used to associating the haltie. That's my ring, darling. Have some eyes. Toby's vision's just a little bit on the interesting side. Good boy. Well done. Okay, so once you've got that fitted, it's got a nice soft nose band on it, which is always handy. You can just tighten up through here at the back. And this is where you actually attach your lead at the far end over here. You're doing really good, sweetheart. Good boy. So what happens basically is when the dog pulls, their nose goes back and you've got more control over their head. Okay, so lots and lots of treats when you're doing this. And as I said, I usually ask my clients to pop it on when they're feeding their dogs, and associating it with, that's my hand again, darling, associating it with good things. Good boy, you're doing really well. Can we take this horrible thing off now? Yeah, I know. No diving off the thing. Okay, so that is the gentle leader haltie. Good boy. By the way, I actually don't use these ones with my clients very often because I find them quite complicated, and usually I also find that the reason we're putting the head halters on is we need a little bit more control over the front of their head, for reasons such as reactiveness to other dogs, or reactiveness towards people, heaven forbid. So this doesn't give you exactly enough control over their heads. It gives you more control of them pulling wise, but not the actual control of where their head is. Okay, ready to go? Good boy. 1, 2, 3, down we go, Sheltie. Good kid.